I wanted to share an interesting video of some training I did with my mini donkey Paddy today, just to illustrate how subtle their communication can be, and also the principle of shaping where if we raise the criteria for one thing, we need to lower our other criteria. For example, with Paddy, I usually do hoof lifting training in a certain spot and facing a certain way, and I record with my phone behind him. But due to the rain we had last night, it was too muddy in that spot. So I've set him up in a different location, not hugely different, but further down in this particular area of the donkey's paddock paradise. And he's still facing the same way. He still has the same buckets. But what I also do is set the phone up propped in front of him instead of behind him. So I think that was fairly disconcerting for him as well. And I'm going to play the video and you'll see some of the behaviour that shows us that he's not comfortable. So you don't necessarily need to know donkey behaviour or know Paddy to be able to see some of these signs. For example, right now we can see him looking away. I'm standing on his right in the video, and you'll see me in a moment, and he's already looking away. So he's already showing some discomfort. I always wait for him to look at me to tell me he's ready. There I am on his right. So he's just finishing off the last handful of food, and that's where he looks at me and tells me he's ready, but he stops chewing and then he starts again. So I start off with some easier criteria of just simple touches in various places, working my way down to his foot, just some very light touches without asking first. So he looks away there, and then he looks at me, which is his little start button. He momentarily paused there, but kept chewing, so that was good. So doing a few easier exposures, and it looks like he got some chaff in his eye, the poor thing. I thought he wanted to scratch himself, but here the wind has picked up and he got some chaff blown in his eye. So he looked at me, he stopped chewing when I touched a bit lower down towards his foot. The poor thing's still got a bit in his eye, it looks like. So I wait for him to look at me, and he takes his time, which is another sign that he's showing discomfort. And goes back to eating as well, so taking even longer to eat is showing his discomfort. Getting every last crumb out is him putting it off and looking away, and then finally looking at me. So sort of stopping and starting his chewing there as I'm doing some careful touches down his leg. So these are all really simple things that I'm doing to just help him feel a little bit more comfortable with the different location, the phone right in front of him where he can probably see himself, which would be pretty weird. And you can see again there, he's eating a lot. He's spending a lot of time eating. That was good because he looked straight at me that time. So I asked for the hoof lift, and unfortunately he put it in the bucket first. And I had a bit of a look. I couldn't see any dirt or stones, but you'll hear him start crunching. Oh, there it is. So that was a bit unfortunate. But he still keeps eating. Generally my horses will spit it out. There was another crunch. And now he steps back. Good. Oh, you put sand in your bucket, sweetie. Hang on. Yucky, that's yucky. Good boy. And because he stepped back, which is an avoidance behaviour, I stopped there. Oh. Good boy. I give him a couple more handfuls in the bigger bucket so he can forage around a little bit more to help him relax. But yeah, when he's stepping back the way he was, I really don't want to continue. So I hope that was helpful in spotting the small signs and also in lowering your criteria, as I said, when something else has changed and they give you behaviours like he did that he was not comfortable.